Everybody, this is my persuasive speech. So here goes nothing. Marriage is something that is a part of the American dream for a huge majority of Americans. It's almost considered something that many of us strive for throughout growing up. For example, with the dawning of Pinterest, many women are already planning their dream weddings for the entire world to see, using the online idea exchange blog. Everywhere you look, there's something glorifying the idea of marriage. From wedding registries being advertised throughout every major department store, reality television shows about anything from finding the perfect dress to bridezillas, and also the constant general advertisement of engagement jewelry on television. It truly is everywhere. This exciting thing, unfortunately, can't be enjoyed by everyone though. Did you know that 4% of Americans can't fulfill this dream or take part in the thrill and excitement? According to Susan James of ABC News, in a report on April 8, 2011, an estimated 9 million Americans identified themselves as gay, lesbian, bisexual, or transgender. How can we call America the land of the free if 4% of our population can't live out the full American dream? This is a huge and controversial issue in our country, but if resolved, would make us more equalized and unified nation. After I present you with my ideas, facts, and extensive research, I hope I can persuade you in believing that legalizing gay marriage could truly benefit and unify our country, as well as bring happiness and equality to many Americans that deserve it. Although 4% is a small fraction of a nation, this issue needs to be resolved. That 4% is still 9 million people who are being denied rights in what is supposed to be the land of the free. These millions of people are being denied more than just a right, and same-sex marriage being legal. They are being denied permission to visit the love of their lives in the hospital fighting for their lives because they have no blood or legal relation. And they are also being denied things like the pride of being able to call your significant other your husband or wife. Nobody should have to feel the hurt or disdain by being denied these moments. This is part of the reason why something needs to be done in order to get gay marriage legalized. Also, this is a huge form of discrimination at its worst, making an even bigger reason that there needs to be legalization. Not allowing same-sex couples to not get married by law contradicts the equality that America stands for. Even President Barack Obama has seen the need for change on this issue when he publicly came out about supporting same-sex marriage in March of this year. He had described it as turning over a new leaf in his political beliefs. He primarily saw the need for change after talking to LGBT family, friends, neighbors, and colleagues, and also after seeing the continuous constraint of LGBT soldiers fighting on our behalf, even after Don't Ask, Don't Tell was repealed. The main reason for the continuous restraint was because they couldn't commit to a marriage. President Obama was quoted in a Wall Street Journal article by Carol Lee from May 10th of this year saying, "I've been going through an evolution on this issue. I've always been adamant that gay and lesbian Americans should be treated fairly and equally. At a certain point, I've just concluded that for me personally, it is important for me to go ahead and affirm that I think same-sex couples should get married. Need for change is also exhibited by the fact." In the same Wall Street Journal article by Carol Lee, it was stated that 40% of Americans that participated in a recent poll on supporting gay marriage conducted by the Wall Street Journal did indeed state that they opposed the idea of gay marriage being legalized. 40% is less than half, but is still a fairly large amount of voters in a poll. It is completely understandable for not everyone to agree on everything, but I think more people need to sit back and take a look at the bigger picture, take others' feelings into consideration. The need for change comes to me also from personal testimony. One of my best friends of 10 years is gay. He has been with his boyfriend for 3 years, and they really care about each other, but as a good friend to the both of them, it kills me if they can't legally one day share in the happiness of marriage together that I will share with my future spouse. When I talked to them before about the issue and how I saw how it negatively affected them, I couldn't help but feel that something needed to be done and changed. As you should surely see, there is a high need to change the issues at hand that face gay marriage. The issues facing gay marriage can be satisfied and resolved most easily simply by legalizing gay marriage in all 50 states of the United States. Even though this process is easier said than done, it's not done simply. According to a May 12, 2012 article on CNN Politics by Caitlin Stark, 6 states currently allow same-sex marriage in their states, along with 5 states allowing civil unions between same-sex couples. Currently, according to states that allow gaymarriage.com, states that have no ban on marriages and or civil unions of same-sex couples are Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Connecticut, New York, Maryland, Iowa, Washington, and the province of Washington, D.C. So part of the satisfaction process of this issue has been started. On the federal level, the process has been started by the repealing of the Don't Ask, Don't Tell Act on September 20th, 2011. This is the beginning of something good for the LGBT community and a step towards a more equalized nation. Yet this still won't be fully taken care of and satisfied until it is made legal in all 50 states. The biggest battle to overcome this issue is to show the opposers to the idea of gay marriage that the sanctity of marriage would not be indeed damaged by legalizing same-sex marriage. The LGBT community is not asking anyone to go against their religious beliefs, rewrite the Bible, and let them get married in the church. They are simply just wanting to be able to get legally married in the eyes of the law and be able to share in the benefits of heterosexual married couples, which there are 1,100 benefits of married couples according to the article by Caitlin Stark from CNN as quoted earlier. If a few states can start this path to equality, we should surely be able to influence more states that this is needed and the only way to satisfy this issue. As the issue of gay marriage is beginning to be satisfied, you can begin to visualize how it could be if a positive change took place and gay marriage was legalized. Think about it like this. At your workplace, if you are satisfied with your job, your pay, and your work environment, you are more likely to produce better work. Well, the same logic could be applied here. If we can finally satisfy approximately 9 million Americans, and those 9 million Americans were happier and more satisfied as citizens in the United States, the more likely they are willing to work to help our country in a positive manner. Just imagine and visualize how it could really unify our country. Less fighting, less protests, more peace. By legalizing gay marriage, that would provide something that our country stands for and promotes strongly. By legalizing gay marriage, that would provide something that our country stands for and promotes so strongly. Equality. I now call you, my peers, to action. Contact your state representative and tell them how you feel about the cause and the issue. This is your right, so exercise the rights you have to give more rights to them who deserve them. Study the marriage laws for your home states and other states and compare them. You can actually find this information easily at statesthatsupportgaymarriage.com. Support and sign proposals that help the cause. By doing this, we are taking the right steps to truly being the land of the free and making every citizen of the United States able to live out the American dream. Thanks, and have a great night.